So when I first formulated the savior imperative, I thought I was a genius or something. Maybe I was the main character of the universe, because obviously no one had stated this before, whereas in fact it was quite easy picking. So it seemed mysterious to me that no one had ever mentioned this. But then I realized that actually the reason why people say they do things is not why they do things. So conscious reasons that we give for things are actually just housekeeping for the real reason we do things. And the real reason we do things is actually far more practical. So it has to do with signaling. I hadn't encountered the Hansonian perspective. I knew evolutionary psychology to an extent, but I hadn't really internalized it to that level, to just apply a wide sweeping cynical view to all human behavior and therefore get a more accurate picture of what actually makes people tick. I hadn't done that before, so when I was at the verge of death, I do remember rambling on about the multiverse. Well, I don't remember that, but I apparently was, because I was told after. But I do remember that what the guy said, the paramedic, which was, no one cares, no one gives a shit, as I was rambling on about this. And I just felt like a dagger was being driven through my heart, and at the same time, like the greatest weight that I had held in my chest was just lifted off from me. So it was like a superposition of emotion with those words that the paramedic had said, because it's the truth. People don't really care about this. People don't care about what is actually good, what is actually true, anything like this. They care about things which are far more practical, and not practical even for their from a closed individualism perspective. So they don't care about their entire linear narrative. They don't care about what happens here when they're old. And if they were rational, they would not be spending in houses and cars when they're over here because, hey, I'm going to get old. They care about this guy, but they don't. Normal people are simply just playing by the genetic rule book. Their genes care about them, about their signaling value, so that they can propagate their genes so that they could get high status within their tribe when they're young. And that's what, in accordance with that genetic rule book, that's what people do. So it's expected. They don't actually care about their future selves. They don't actually care about other people in an honest way, unless that that is somehow useful to them. That is somehow advantageous to their status at any given moment. So, but if you're here, you're probably not a normie. So you do care about what is true and what is the ultimate reality about all these things. So the first thing is I'm going to have to explain a light cone. So that's going to be in the very next video.